The fall of Aleppo, which has been under siege now for many months from forces loyal to the regime of Bashar al-Assad, is an important turning point in the Syria war. Aleppo is the second city in Syria, and it is the cultural and financial hub of the north of the country. And so to control that really does give you a huge advantage, both strategically and also in terms of political control moving forward into 2017. So I think with that momentum, and given that the Russians are willing to expend almost every effort to defend the regime of Bashar al-Assad and to defeat the rebels, I think we should expect to see the rebels slowly but surely being ground down in this war of attrition. I don't expect that the Gulf states or Turkey, who back the opposition rebels, will be able to do an awful lot to counter that Russian offensive.
What Aleppo is demonstrating is that the relationship between the countries involved in the conflict is more complicated than initially anticipated. In particular, we are seeing that Iran is not particularly at ease with the fact that Russia is cutting a deal with the West, with the United States, and the country does not want to be left out of any agreement that involves Aleppo in this particular context, but Syria more generally speaking. So the relationship between Russia and Iran is going to be crucial in defining what is going to be the future development in Aleppo, but also what is going to happen with a political settlement and future settlement in Syria.
Now, the regime of Bashar al-Assad is weak, and it's very obvious that despite the fact that he's on the offensive, Islamic State is still there, and they're able to capitalize, and they've been doing so in the past month, and they will do again. And so this dynamic, we shouldn't focus always on the regime and the opposition. ISIS is still there, the Kurds are still there. There are different players in Syria, and I think this will keep going into the next year. I don't think that the Aleppo campaign changes that dynamic, but Assad at the moment has the bit between his teeth. The question will be whether he uses this momentum to go to negotiations, or whether he thinks that using force will be able to get him back the entire country, as he has consistently said that he wants to do. My view is that some point in the middle of next year, we will see a negotiation process starting, albeit with the rebels and the opposition on the back foot.